Hi, I'm Isabella Demarko and I have naturally flat hair. So this week I'm going to try 4 different volumizing products and techniques to see which one works best. Our 4 contenders are the Colourwow volumizing spray. This one has gone viral on social media, so let's see if it actually works. The Got to Be Glued powderful volumizing styling powder, root clips on their own with no product, and the good old-fashioned teasing method with no product. And we're going to check in at the beginning, middle and end of the day to see how the volume holds up. I'm starting on freshly washed hair for each method, and I'm using a bog standard shampoo and conditioner and no other products on my scalp. I am, however, using a leave-in conditioner, which I am running out of, and a hair oil on my mids and ends, which I never skip, but I'm washing my hands of any residue before touching my roots. On this first test, we're going to be trying root clips versus teasing. I picked these up in TK Maxx because they just looked interesting, and to give my hair the best chance, I'm going to be blow drying it upside down for each product I try. This volume that I just got right now will go limp and flat within like probably minutes, let's be real. This side's gonna be root clips, this side's gonna be teasing. Let's go. I've parted my hair exactly down the middle. Tie this half out of the way. It says I need to moisten the hair, so I'm going to use a water spray bottle and just spray at my roots. So I only get 3 clips, so I guess I can't do the whole head. This is what they look like. I'm just gonna follow the picture on the back. I'm gonna take a section about the length of the clip. Apparently, just clip it in like this. No, that's not right. I think that is what it needs to look like. The hair is going straight up, the little holey side is on the top, and then the rest of the hair kind of lays over the little comb bits. I'm trying to make sure the hair is pointed directly up when I clip it in. I've got 3 left, so I think I'm gonna put them at the crown. Should have done the crown first, because now I can't really see. Hopefully you can kind of see from here. I've got a horizontal section of hair, so I'm now just making sure all the hair is laying where it should be. The instructions actually say to then blow dry it in the direction you want it to go, so let's blow dry it. I'm just going to use a gentle heat. Just going to clip my hair so it's not just going everywhere. I'm going to frizz up. I'm going to leave this to set now. Where's that bit come from? Oh no, the root clip's falling. I've had to rearrange the root clip. On this side, we're just going to tease, no other products at all. I'm just using this comb. I like to kind of do it as gently as I can. I don't just like scrub and rub and pull at the hair. I just kind of gently maneuver it down. It's the same when I'm brushing it out. Very gentle. We want minimum breakage here. I think that would be an appropriate amount of teasing. Oh, I didn't think it would be that much. Okay. This is great. So obviously we wouldn't just leave my hair like this. I would normally probably get a brush like this, smooth it over so it's not so obviously matted. Why is this bit just not? Okay, teased side done. Now it's the moment of truth. My root clips. Let's see how they did. Oh, okay. There's a lovely dent in my hair. As you can see, it kind of creates like a little curl at the root, which in theory should work. When people get a root perm, they're basically like curling the very root permanently. It gives your roots like a lift. Oh. Well, we're continuing to take these out. Some of them kind of went a bit wonky towards the back, but oh well. Okay, there's definitely volume. It's a little messy. Let's kind of just smooth out and do what we would do. We have kind of 2 different looks right here. This side seems to be a little bit more lifted. There's definitely volume on both sides. Both worked in terms of volume, but we got to see how long they'll last. It's a shame that there's a bit of a dip here where the clip was, but it has given some nice lift. If I was doing a big voluminous curly look, those root clips probably would have been really good. With the teased side, what tends to happen is your hair will naturally sort of fall in the sections that you teased it. It can throughout the day just fall out. From the back, I can feel kind of more volume in the teased side because there's bulks of just nest that I've teased. I can feel a little bit of springy stringiness where the root clip has been. Okay, it has been a good couple of hours. You can see the volume has gone down quite a lot. There's like no height on the actual top of my head. Some of where the root clips were sticking out a little bit. I mean, I guess it did work. It just is a bit incohesive. It all just looks a bit bobbly around my head. It does still give a bit of lift and body if I maybe experimented with using them in a different way. This side, I can still feel the little rat's nests in there. They've just gone down a lot. There's like a spot where it's kind of flat, where I guess it didn't get like a teased section. It is now the evening and this is my hair. It's pretty much completely flattened, but we still have a little bit of volume from the volume clips. No, it's not particularly in the right place and it's not particularly cohesive, but it's still there. This side definitely has more lift than this side. It's part 2 of this experiment, and today we are doing a volumizing spray versus volumizing powder. I'm going to start with the spray because it needs to be applied to damp hair.
Spray onto damp hair, concentrating application at the root, style as desired, or use on dry hair for instant lift and shape.
Just like last time, I'm going to split my hair exactly down the middle. I'm going to cover this side of my hair so it doesn't get any spray on it. I think this is the best I can do for now. I'm going to count how many sprays we do to try and keep this fairly even. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another one near the top for good measure. Okay, that was 7 sprays. Work it in. Feel like that's a good amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That sounds like a good amount, right? Is that a fair amount? So just the same as all the products, I'm going to be blow drying my hair upside down. Then we're going to be doing the powder on this side. I got a bit of a head rush. I just finished blow drying my hair. I did stop before and do my makeup. Let's get this parting back. I don't see any immediate difference, I've got to be honest. This side had root spray, this side did not. It does feel a little bit more volumous on this side. Volumous. I'm actually surprised. I thought this raise the root spray would give like immediate effect. Blow dried all my hair upside down the exact same. I've parted it exactly down the middle where I sprayed it. There's no height. It does feel slightly thicker and fuller on this side. Also felt a little bit itchy and tingly towards the beginning of when I was blow drying it. It wasn't uncomfortable, it didn't sting. I just had a very slight tingle, so I'm sure it was doing something. Let's see if we just lift my hair. Okay, you can see it did stay a little bit more on this side. Do another like little lift test. Okay, I am seeing a difference here actually. So this is raise the root, this is nothing. It does have a little bit of staying power, but not, if I shake it out, not a lot. I think I'm gonna try teasing it. We'll see later on just how well it stays. Just using it on its own doesn't seem to be working for me. However, let's try the root powder. I'm gonna repart it down the back of my head. So because we did 7 sprays, I guess I'm gonna do 7 taps of this powder. Ooh, I'm gonna say that's 1 tap. 1 in the middle. Let's just do a sprinkle. That looks about enough. And at the back, let's do 1 on the side. About that much. A bit there. Didn't really get much at this little front bit. Ooh. Feels like that's a good amount. Okay, oh, it's actually quite hard to get my fingers through, but let's, oh. It feels horrible, but let's just like massage this in. I have had this a little while, but I don't tend to use it very much. It feels like I'm gonna get a lot of dirt trapped in my hair if I use this. I literally can't get my fingers through. Can you see that? Very sticky in there. Let's just give it a brush, remove this. So that's just like on its own without styling my hair. Again, we have flatness, but so I can actually get my fingers through the raise the root side pretty easy. This side's getting stuck, but let's try and do like a little root lift test. Let's try and like really get this like up. I'm gonna flip my hair, zhuzh it, and see which side is more lifted. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of difference. Let's try the side part flip. Let's see how the raise the root side did. Should we measure it? To me, that looks like 1.5 inches of height. Let's try the other side. The other side is a bit harder to flip over because it's just so kind of sticky and tangly. I do feel like it's potentially giving a bit more volume. That's like nearly 2 inches of height on this side. Let's try a couple more sprays on this side and see if it does anything to my dry hair. 1, 2. So that is a total of 9 sprays. I'm gonna leave this to kind of dry. I have noticed that the powder side is making my hair kind of fall more in chunks, whilst the spray side, my hair is kind of falling more like it's natural hair. You can see where I sprayed on the dry hair, it has given a bit of lift, but it's gone a bit crispy. Kind of feels like I've put hairspray in there, so I'm not a fan of the spray on dry hair. I'm just gonna do another Shjoojzh test. Oh! Okay, powder side is winning. Give it a good zhuzh. This side is clearly giving a bit more, but like you can see though, it's really kind of messy. In order to actually let these show what they're made of, I am gonna tease both sides of my hair and we're gonna see how it lasts throughout the day. So I'm gonna tease my hair the exact same amount that I did for the last test, and I'm gonna use the same amount of sections, 3 at the front and 3 at the crown / back. This is side 1. Let's do the volume powder side. Dude, look at that. Like, what? We need to Okay, just for the sake of trying, let's see if we can get this side to this height. Okay, see, it can get there, but actually this side has less teasing. I had to tease this side more to get the same height. I look like Cindy Lou Who. This is great. Okay, I've teased both the same amount. I'm just gonna tame it to the point that it would look like acceptable. I think we're gonna kind of leave it at this and we'll see how it looks in a few hours, how it just naturally drops. Okay, it's been a couple hours. I really haven't touched my hair at all. Kind of gone down. Powder side is looking a little bit worse for wear. I've got this weird strand falling down, but there's still quite a bit of volume there. Definitely this side feels more voluminous. It also feels lumpier and more dense. Unfortunately, I did not think this through. I actually needed to go to the shop today. I'm like too embarrassed to go out like this. So I've asked Lewis to go and do the food shop when he gets home from work. I'm just gonna stay home with my crazy hair and we're gonna see how it holds up till this evening. Okay, it is the evening. I want to take my hair out so bad. Got quite a bit of volume still. This little piece of hair has been annoying me, but yeah, this is the powder side. It's just freaking huge. I feel like a scene kid. Both sides have dropped the exact same amount, pretty much. The only difference is that the powder side has a lot more density and it's harder to get my fingers through. There's a lot more movement with the spray side. I don't know if it's just the way that I've teased it, but it seems to be giving me like a square shape. It's really hard to get actual volume right here. I've always struggled to get volume at the crown as well. I just have a weird parting, a weird cowlick at the crown. Doesn't give like good coverage right there. It doesn't look particularly great, but that's besides the point. It's the next day. I have teased the crap out of my hair again just to see if I could regain the height and get any better for the thumbnail. Tried to do both the same and I hairsprayed it as well. This side is holding so much better, so I think we have a clear winner. This was the Colourwow volumizing spray. Still good volume, but it's just not holding as well. It's just been a bit more difficult to get it up there. Let's jump to my conclusion. Ironically, my hair is looking pretty voluminous today. This is actually robe curls. I took them out a couple hours ago, but my natural hair is pretty flat, including the top of my head. There is like no lift in my hairline at all. In last place is the Teasing with no product. It did last longer than I thought, I think because I did give it quite a good tease, but it had gone flat by the end of the day and different parts fell out quicker, making it incohesive. I was going to put the root clips in 4th place, but I decided to give them 3rd place because I don't actually feel like I gave these a good run for their money. For instance, if I had teased on top of using the root clips, it might have been a fairer competition. Also, the root curls did stay in longer than just teasing it on its own. And although it did look a bit lumpy and bumpy on my straight hair, I actually think this would look really good on curly or wavy hair because the curls would just camouflage the lumps and bumps. It was a bit of a faff blow drying them because you can't really tell when they're dry, and you have to make sure they're completely dry before taking them out, otherwise it just won't work. But for people that don't really like using too much product on their hair or their scalp, this is a really good natural product-free alternative. Now, the powder and spray gave very similar results when using them just on their own with no styling, but I think the powder has to take first place for the amount of volume it gave after teasing it. It did give me more height and the hold was amazing. It took a lot less teasing to get huge volume, and overall it just stayed in better. If you don't like that sticky feeling, you probably won't enjoy this. It was very dense. I could not get my fingers through it. However, if you really like doing big dramatic hair or drag hair, this is the product you probably need. The volume spray was a very close second though. It also gave a much lighter, more natural feel, but I did find that when I sprayed it on dry hair, it did get that kind of sticky, crispy feeling. I didn't quite see the same results as I saw in like the viral social media clips for this product. In those clips, usually they would just sort of like blow dry it up or style it upward or like use rollers, and they'd get this huge massive volume. As you saw in the clip, I used 7 sprays of this, 9 in total because I did some after, and I blow dried all my hair upside down. Theoretically, I should have kind of got that volume that I was seeing in those viral videos, but also a lot of those videos the hair was a lot shorter, which means it's lighter. My hair is longer, so it's heavier, so it is not going to have as much volume. It definitely does have potential, and I think if you want a more natural feel, you would probably prefer this one over the powder. Meow, meow. I'm up here. Come on, say hello. Oh, he doesn't really like being picked up that much, but this is Percy, my neighbour's cat. He's so lovely. He reminds me so much of Colin, but he doesn't like cuddles quite as much as Colin did. But of course, these aren't the only brands out there. There are plenty more, so do let me know if there's any I missed or if there's any other methods you want me to try for volumizing. Also, did you know that I have a second channel where I post non-hair related content? It's up here. But if you like my hair videos, here's my latest hair video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.